In this video, we will discuss what is the metaverse. The metaverse is the idea of the holistic virtual world that exists in parallel with the real world, offering sovereign digital ownership, unique online ideas, interconnected environments, and immersive experience. With the recent explosion of NFTs in the blockchain ecosystem and Facebook's head turning rebrand, the Meta. The metaverse has entered into mainstream public consciences. Though the concept might seem new and cutting edge, the idea of the metaverse has been well established in pop culture for decades. The term was first coined in 1922. The Neil Stephens in his science fiction novel Snow Crash to refer to an all encompassing 3D virtual world that mimics, augments, enhancement, and connects with physical reality. Since then, the metaverse had brushed with the mainstream with version of the concept appearing in Ready Player On, Tron, and The Matrix. But what is the metaverse is actually? Metaverse explained. Simply put, the metaverse is a parallel digital universe that exists alongside the real world. Given its emergent nature, there are many different versions of how the metaverse will manifest itself, and even debates about whether the metaverse already exists today. In the most idealistic depictions, the metaverse is a virtual world that offers parallel experience to the real world with the potential of enhanced abilities, much like the robot manufactured world of the Matrix. In more realistic renderings, metaverse visitors use complex motion tracking machinery and virtual reality headsets to physically interact in a virtual world where they take the form of virtual avatars, play games, and live pseudo anonymous lives. Sometimes the current existence of user honored digital goods that have traditionally real world qualities of rarity, value, and history of referred to evidence that the metaverse is already with us. Some argue that the metaverse exists in the human interactions, feelings, and experiences that make up the digital lives on live on individual social platform, video game, and more. Yet, despite these disparate versions, the core concept behind the metaverse is clear. Telepresence, defined as an immersive state that allows a person to feel present in a virtual space, is key to facilitating metaverse experiences, whether through a combination of impressive AR and VR technologies, user on digital goods powered by blockchain, or simply through a addicting massively multiplayer online role playing games. The metaverse manifests from our ability to build virtual spaces that make us feel present, perhaps even tangible in a digital environment. Entering the metaverse. The metaverse existing all around us in a digital real way. Early experiments in MMORPGs such as Second Life and World of Warcraft introduced the concept of gamified social platform that impressed players to the point where digital items, from weapons and clothing to in-game houses held immense real-world value. Existing social networking platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter have allowed for the creation of postcard, anonymous internet avatar identifies and interactive virtual rooms where users got the share news, discuss information, and chat with friends, whether at a Twitter Spaces hangout, a Zoom call with co-workers, or in multiplayer games. People are no strangers to complete digital immersion through an external screen. However, there are emerging technologies that have the potential to give more importance, performance, and presence in the digital world. A large factor in facilitating the increased telephrase that will power metaverse development will be our ability to replicate the human experience in this virtual relatively VR headset are and movement tracking devices can play an pivotal role with increasing realistic patrols that create a state of complete sensory immersion. Some examples of early innovations include Superhot and Matrix Square game where time moves only as fast as the player, and VR Chat, a social platform where players create 3D avatars to interact in commercial virtual rooms. While VR aims to build an impressive virtual world separate from physical spaces, augmented reality AR adds virtual displays the physical reality. One compelling example that exists right now is Microsoft HoloLens, and our headset that tracks both what we have looking at and our body movements to superimposed virtual images and icons, allowing for compelling use cases that can help us navigate, identify objects, and interact with the physical world in a virtual manner. Imagine a world where you can put an AR glasses to see which virtual shoes a person chooses to wear that day. A play games on a completely virtual screen that exists on your desk. AR glasses could update in real time based on sensors, providing information and equating everyday experiences. Real time AR and VR are inspirational technologies that are playing a part in developing the experiences that defines the future vision of the metaverse. However, interactive and impressive experience are just a piece of the puzzle. The metaverse will require a value layer underpinned by decentralized infrastructure such as blockchain to empower users as much as platform developers in building up the metaverse. Ultimately, this will help metaverse users define the shapes of the metaverse, giving more substance to the digital universe through verifiable digital item and helping users feel substance in an intangible digitalized space.